my reasoning for switching airboxes is this MXA article where they said it'll net you more throttle response, or improved throttle response, noticeably improved throttle response. So we'll try it. Okay, so taking a little break from the yz450 madness, and we got a new toy for the yz450. Back in the day, these things were super expensive. Now they've come down. So we're going to change out the airbox for the twin air. And the filter's in there. Cool. Got this off of eBay for really reasonable. And so we're going to swap out the factory little one and drop it in. So we'll get the seat off. Alright, so if you've never taken your seat off, which would surprise me unless you just bought it and getting into it, there are two bolts. One here and one there. Yeah, there we go. There and there. Mine are 13, but I replaced them, so I'm not sure what yours will be. Maybe a 12, because the guy I bought this from put any bolt he had handy into those holes. And then basically you lift up and slide it back, because that channel there goes on that stud. All right, now side louvers come off. Okay, then I think all you got to do is get these side louvers off. These can stay on the tank, and that is going to be, I think, 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to have one coming through there this way, and then you'll have one there. Okay, now your gas tank is going to be one here, one there, and it should just lift up because you've already pulled those loose. Now, if I were smart, I would disconnect that fuel line and the electronics going to it, but I'm just going to turn mine sideways and take off the cover. Okay, cover is off now. I'm going to pull 8mm there, there, and there, and I know I'm going to have to do that snorkel down there too. Best way to get to it looks like maybe the other side. We'll figure it out. Alright, so mine is accessed through, I guess if you're riding the bike, the left side. You can see it's a, can you see? Yeah, it's right back there. It's an Allen instead of a screw. So let me find the Allen wrench and we'll loosen it up. Looks like it's a 3mm. Okay, in this process, you gotta make note that that screw is backed off enough. And then if you're like me, I gotta hold the light and try and show you. Wow, doing this one-handed. All right, so, okay. Can you see? Right there. Camera won't focus. So right back there is the connection, and what you're gonna have to do, sorry, I'll try and show you without the light, but you're gonna have to come back in here with a flat blade and pry up gently. I mean gently, because you're prying against the throttle body, and that is a plastic housing right there. But just work it up gently, and then you may even come up here and push against the boot, and you can see it lifts there. I'll try and show you when it's out. So in a nutshell, that's the screw you loosened, and you're going to be putting a flat blade and pushing up, but you're going to be levering off of the throttle body right here. So do it carefully and at your own risk. Might be better just to come up here and come off of the frame and push up on the boot. But that's what it looks like when it's off. Now we'll grab the new part. Alright, so there's the new twin air filter piece. So it's got a pre-filter that was supposed to be stuck down, but to stop big chunks and what have you, but it's lifting a little bit. I did have to recycle my clamp, and I did put a little bit of red tacky grease on the inside of that to help the connection and help it seal. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this in its old spot, or in the spot of the old one. So I assume it's a difference in the thickness of the rubber boot, but your factory clamp that goes around here has a stopper on the screw so it doesn't crush the I guess the intake, because it is just plastic. But when you go over to that twin air one with this in there, it doesn't tighten up. So I had to pull this out and just go slow. It tightened up, but it is bottomed out all the way, I think. Looks like it to me. Anyway, it's on there and it's not coming off. And I can see why that pre-filter that was out here was rubbed loose, because this thing comes super close to the throttle cables. And that's probably what worked it loose, worked the pre-filter off. Anyway, there's another filter, it's fine. And I'm gonna run the bolts into the frame. Stupid, I started talking without the camera in my hand. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3 bolts back in. And that boot feels super snug to me. I've pushed on it a few times, it's not moving. And the cables feel like they're freed up. They're just running real close. Now, I will clean and oil the air filter. Alright, filters in. We got to order 1 or 2 because this one's starting to deteriorate, and I think we can get a few rides out of it, but it's starting to let go and rot away. So now I'll put the cover on and we'll get her going. Okay, cover's on, gas tank's next. Gas tank's started. Now we'll set the side panels. Alright, side levers are on. Gas tank's anchored down. Now the seat. Grab some bolts. There we are. So I'll probably do a larger update on the whole bike because I haven't ridden it in a few months. But with the air filter done, the lower foot pegs, and we'll see how it handles from there. I can't remember if I had anything else done to it. I don't think I have, but we'll see what that does. We're going to mess around with the suspension a little bit, see if we can fix the front end issues, and we'll see how it goes. All right, well, there's that. Check back.